Hello English Dojo listeners, welcome back. Today we're talking about a topic that can be a little tricky but super important for making conditional sentences in English. If you would like a transcript of this podcast and the translation in Spanish, please click the link in the description. We're talking about the first and second conditional. These are two of the most common ways we use if to talk about possibilities and hypothetical situations. By the end of this episode, you'll know exactly how and when to use them. So let's get started. First, let's quickly talk about what conditionals are. In English, a conditional sentence is one where we talk about a situation that depends on something else happening. For example, if I study hard, I will pass the test. The condition here is if I study hard, and the result is I'll pass the test. There are different types of conditionals, but today we're focusing on the first and second conditionals. Let's start with the first one. The first conditional is used to talk about real and possible situations in the future. It's used when we think that something can happen if a certain condition is met. The structure is if plus the present simple, will plus the verb. Let's look at an example. If it rains tomorrow, I'll stay inside. Here, the condition is if it rains tomorrow, and the result is I'll stay inside. This is a real possibility because it might rain tomorrow, and if it does, I will stay inside. It's a future possibility based on a real condition. Another example. If you study hard, you'll pass the exam. This is a great example of using the first conditional to talk about something that could happen based on effort or preparation in the future. Now, let's move on to the second conditional. The second conditional is used to talk about hypothetical or unlikely situations. These are things that probably won't happen, or we're imagining a different reality. The structure is if plus past simple, would plus the verb. Here's an example. If I won the lottery, I would travel the world. This is a hypothetical situation because winning the lottery is unlikely, but we're imagining it. The condition is if I won the lottery, and the result is I would travel the world. Another example. If I were a bird, I would fly to the mountains. This is completely hypothetical because I'm not a bird. But we're imagining what life would be like if I were. Notice that we use were, even with the subject I here. This is called the subjunctive mood, and it's common in the second conditional. So, what's the difference between the first and second conditional? The first conditional talks about real possibilities in the future, things that could actually happen. The second conditional talks about unreal or hypothetical situations, things that are unlikely or imagined. Another way to think about it is the first conditional is for real situations, and the second conditional is for unreal or dream situations. Now, let's do a quick practice. I'll give you a sentence and you decide which conditional it is. If I get a promotion, I will buy a new car. Which conditional is this? This one is the first conditional because the promotion is a possible future event and buying a car depends on that. Another example. If I were you, I would start studying now. Is this the first or the second conditional? This one is the second conditional because it's a hypothetical situation. I'm not you and I can't actually be you, but I'm imagining what I would do in your situation. I hope this helped clear up the difference between the first and second conditionals. Remember, the first conditional is for real, possible situations in the future, while the second conditional is for hypothetical or unlikely situations. Keep practicing, and soon you'll be using both of these conditionals like a pro. Thanks for listening, and I'll be back soon with more tips to help you speak English with confidence. Until next time, bye!